Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. We've got a big show lined up. Got a special little short video I know you're going to enjoy. But first, let's get our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin and Highway 77. Well, it's going to get back into the 90s. It's a hot day of 90. We had a little bit of a cooler week. I only got 88 last week, but 90 today, 78 for low. Water temperature is hanging in there at 86. It went down a little bit. I thought really with that current, strong current, it'd bring in some of that water from the southern part of the Gulf and warm it up. It's actually sort of had an opposite effect. It's 86, so I think just everything being stirred up and cooled down, that's why it dropped down a little bit. But not going to be a big effect on much fishing. River reading brought to us by Mountain Dew. Take it outside with Mountain Dew. We thought the river was just going to get on up there, but they didn't. We just did not get that rain over the past week and weekend like we thought. You're looking at the Apalachicola, it's dropping out some, 4.5. And I saw some good pictures of some nice brim being caught this past Saturday on the big river. The Choctaw Caraville, it's actually dropping down pretty steady. I mean, I'm really surprised at a drop here. 3.1, it's gotten up there with a little bit of that rain we had, but down to a 3.1 at Caryville. Tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Good strong tides all week. High at 9:08. So you're going to have about 3 hours of really good morning fishing on that incoming tide. I'm telling you, it's going to be good this week. The low tide will be tonight about at 8:15 will be the low tide. Marine forecast, first time it's on a double digit in a while. It's only coming in at 9 miles an hour. It's coming out of the southwest. All right, let's take a break. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. Let's take care of this first. Now, remember last week we had JJ Blade on, and what a great show, and what fun we had. I got a message from JJ after the show aired. He said, "Can we hold off putting it on social media?" Because he was still undergoing negotiations. His agent was still negotiating. That was like on a Thursday, and the negotiation went through Friday. He actually signed Friday afternoon, so he held off on putting it on YouTube. This picture right here, I'm going to put on my Facebook page. So here it is. So just for your information, we will, Jeff. It's on YouTube now. We've got a show on YouTube. So you got a lot of friends. That's some folks that normally say, "What happened to that show on Thursday?" Well, it's on now. JJ is signed. He's going to be right there at Jupiter, and we're going to stay in touch with him. But the show is on social media. It's on YouTube, so y'all can look it up there and check out everything that's going on. You may want to watch that show again. I know we have a lot of friends who may want to see it also. Anywhere across the world, they can watch it. All right, now we're going to look at some more pictures here. Well, how about the Eagle? Tom Gurley. The Eagle has landed. Tom, local guy who just takes a lot of great pictures, and used to be with us here at Fox 28. He's retired, and just one of the most photographed birds there is the American Eagle. Good job, Tom Gurley. Now, I'm going to give you a background. This is Adam Abrams talking about his brother. Adam and Austin are brothers, okay? And they're always getting back and forth with each other. So he just put this picture on there talking about his hard-headed brother. So I know he got a kick out of that. I said, I'm going to put this on the show because that typifies you guys. And anyway, there it is. This is a memory from 2012. Winston, this photo from 7 years ago today was your most commented on that year. We thought you'd like to look back on it. Well, I sure do. And I got more comments on that picture all year on Facebook than any picture I put. Now, isn't that a great picture? Don't you hope we can replicate that come August the 17th? We sure going to try. I still got the same shirt. That's my good luck shirt. So I like that shirt because if I get in trouble, people can find me. If I fall out of the boat, they're going to say, look at the bright yellow shirt. Okay, so let's move on. Jason Francis sent this in to Panama City Fishing, caught it in Grand Lagoon on 10-pound Power Pro and a 20-pound fluorocarbon leader under a Cajun Thunder with a 3-inch gulp shrimp and a new penny color. That's all information you need. Here's a picture of it. That's a fine picture of the black drum. And here's the Cajun Thunder. See the new penny right there, right in the center of the page? That's the color, that new penny. And that's as simple as that. Good job right there. These are the sand dunes. This is a state park. I want to talk about this later, I think. Let me come back to that. I want to show this picture here. This is out at Tyndall Air Force Base. Nature is amazing. April Martinez Brooke posted this. I've known April and her family a long time. Nature is amazing and resilient. A large nest built in the bend of a tree broken by Hurricane Michael in between Tyndall and Mexico Beach. And isn't that something where that those eagles are going to find a place to go ahead and put their nest no matter what. And that tree is broken in half, and they still were able to build that nest. And here's a little closer up. Look at the two of them there. Isn't that just amazing what nature, how resilient it is and what all it can do? I just got a kick out of that one. Okay, let's move on. Oh, tonight, nothing to do with outdoors, but that's my little granddaughter Maddie. They're going to be playing, she and Olivia Nagy will be playing tonight at Los Antojitos from 6 to 8:30. So support young artists and good music, good wholesome music at Los Antojitos in St. Andrew. And I will be there. And I'm going to eat me a fish taco while I listen to my granddaughter sing. So anyway, if you're in the neighborhood, drop by. All right, move on here. Another announcement, we talked about this again and again. The 15th annual youth fishing down at Seaquarter Marina, Saturday, July 20th. That's coming up this Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4. We've talked about it, just want to remind you. And also, we had one here locally in Panama City with the Panama City Fishing Club. We've been talking about that. So if you get a chance to get on those right there. Okay, we're going to talk about the blue crab later too. Let's go ahead, and I've got a lot more pictures we want to talk about, but I want to go ahead and add some names and it's never too late to add names. Okay, this is going to be Laura Talbot, okay, and Cindy Windard. Cindy and Laura are now in the book. In the pickle jar. And all these are the winners we've had so far this year. Okay, we've had a bunch of winners. Can y'all see all these? So anyway, we're going to be drawing again pretty soon, some cool stuff. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. I'm going to say a couple of good mornings and special folks I ran into over the weekend. Kathy Dawson, working at the St. Joe State Park. Gail and I pulled up there Saturday afternoon, and she's at the ticket office there, I have a pass, and she looks at me and she said, "I watch your show every morning." Man, I said, "Well, I felt so good and everything." The guy behind her said, "What show are you talking about?" So, Kathy, thank you for watching. I appreciate your friendliness, and she just had a big old smile, and that's the kind of people you want working at a state park like that. So we drove in feeling really good. This pickup truck pulls up behind me, and the guy pulls up next to me. Say, "Hey, Coach," he goes, hollers through the window or talks loud. "Hey, Coach, I watch your show every morning." I said, "I appreciate it." "And what's your name?" "Luke Johnson, up there at Bristol. I met Luke before. He hunts some with my nephew, Matthew. He wanted to know if I had any decals. Well, I always have decals in my truck, and I started looking at my console. I didn't have any decals. I took them out to bring them up here to the station. So, Luke, here they are. I'm gonna run them by Bluntstown Friday morning. Gail and I be on a trip. I'm going to run these by Matthew Chester's office in Bluntstown, and Matthew's going to give you some decals to pass out to you and your buddies. So thank you for watching the show. It was great seeing both of y'all this past weekend. I want to show you this picture. This is a funny picture, but it's fascinating because I've never seen. How about we've talked about tagged redfish, tagged red snapper, tagged everything. How about a tagged crab? And this is not caught by some stranger. This is caught by our good buddy Braden Harris. They were out there over the weekend, and he saw this. They got it over there around East Bay somewhere, and it was tagged. And Michael told me about it, and of course Braden thought he was going to get $250 being tagged. He got $250, all right, but $2.50. So that's a tagged crab. We're going to try to find information. I honestly did not know they tagged the crabs. So that's fascinating. All right, we're going to set up this video now. Thank you, Braden and Michael. That's a good story there. That made my day. We're going to watch this video. We're at a state park. Went down to St. Joe. Went down to Cape over the weekend and went out there to shoot the video, and it's about 5 or 6 minutes, and you're going to enjoy it. I just want to give you an idea again of what things look like and the progress being made and how nature itself is making progress and actually, but it's fascinating still to see the power of the force of it again. I've talked it over and over again, but you know, with Hurricane Barry this past weekend, water came up into the stump hole area, up into those houses, and those folks are in a lot of trouble. Those houses down there just north of the stump hole, water's coming up under there. There's nothing to stop it. So when you have a lot of high tide, high current out there, it's going to push up there. Then right before the full moon, we have some really strong, and that water coming up to the road right now. The road's been repaired. So anyway, it is what it is, and we'll deal with it. But this is a good first-hand look, and also something goofy happened as far as a couple of people there. So we're going to, after that, have that on video. So Jeff, let's roll this video. All right, folks, we're right here at the state park. This is Eagle Harbor. It's sort of been rearranged, but one thing has not changed, and that's the folks having a great time out here. And look at all the people. I want you to notice that boat right there. That guy's almost chest deep in that hole. And look about 10 yards past him, they're knee deep. There's a hole right out there. And as I look all out here in Eagle Harbor, there are holes that's made in little sandbars. So one thing you definitely want to be careful, you got some kids and all, because that hole comes all the way up to that little kid coming out of the hole. But that's a beautiful little beach right now. Look at it, sort of extends out. You got your boats. I guess that's way up there on the right-hand side. You got your party boats, I'm sure. They must have come over from Shell Island. And then on the point, they got some folks out there swimming. There'll be some sharks up there pretty soon. Well, Eagle Harbor, one of, you know, it was damaged a lot as far as the configuration, but now it is still beautiful. And look at here. My buddy here got him a fish. And a blue shirt right there. He just, now, he's sort of like me. He's going to sit down and fish. He's not going. I don't think he's going to stand up. Let me holler. I may holler at him. It looks like Adam, where do you catch a fish right there? And there's always a shade, and there's always somebody under the shade tree. But now we're going to walk on out here past this parking area to where the cut was, and give you a look at it. All right, here we are. Now we're sort of facing north and toward the campground. Well, the first thing I noticed, way down there, that beach buggy, that's the park ranger. They're getting people out of the water. It's double red flags today, and nobody can be in the water. It's not safe or smart. But this is beautiful, and we're going to walk down and show you how everything's closed in, and we're just going to do a sort of walking tour and shoot some video. The sand dunes were all that same size, all the way to that sand dune to our left. The sand dunes were all that size. Okay, we're going to now span down to the right. Try to imagine all the way to the right, everywhere we start looking, with sand dunes that size. As far as we can take the camera. Now we're going to just keep moving the camera, and you can see that was all sand dunes connected way down there with the other sand dunes. So that's what washed out.
We've been out there all day. That's right.
Okay, I'm standing where the road once was. As you can see the power lines, this goes into the campground. Well, you folks that know the area pretty well, that would go into the campground, so it's all washed out. This is where they're going to try to get it replaced pretty soon, they hope. We all hope that. But you can see the nature, beautiful sea oats. There's just a huge crop of sea oats this year. Now you're looking back toward Eagle Harbor, back to your right. But what's fascinating today is the surf, how strong the surf is. Now you cannot, this is all no trespassing at the park itself, but now this time we're going to walk down here to the shoreline, and you're allowed to walk along the beach, but you cannot walk up into the old campground. That's the campground area way back in there. That's the dunes you walked over. See the power poles. All right, everybody loves seals. Number one, they're just beautiful, just naturally beautiful, but they serve a purpose. And if you look down, it's because of that root system. This is why people put them on the sand dunes. This is why God gave us seals. Look at that root system, sort of holds the sand together and keeps it all in there. And of course, with a Category 5 hurricane, it's going to still going to hold some on this end. We've lost some of it, but we've got a whole mountain full of them right here. But that's the purpose of seals, that root system right there. Okay, so what's the definition of fools? You look at these two girls out here, double red flags here at the state park. No one's supposed to be in the water. It's not safe. But this happens all up and down the beaches of the Panhandle. So it's just not get it. Oh my goodness. We might be looking at a potential tragedy. I can see the current moving right there. Okay, welcome back. Let's look at our fishing game time today, brought to us by Blue Water Outriggers in Port St. Joe. 12:16 or 2:16 this morning. Right here in the middle of the day, 12:42 to 2:42, and be some strong tides too to coincide with that. How about about a freshwater picture right here? My buddy Randy Beavers, he finally he just broke away from his restaurant, and the moon was almost full. Remember, got a full moon tomorrow night, and he went fly fishing up on the river. Check it out. Now, is that not a beautiful picture? Now look at that color of that fly. Now, good job, Randy Beavers, JR Barbecue, and he got a mess of them. Check that out. That's great right there. And don't forget now, this coming Saturday, the Youth Inshore Trash Slam is brought to us by all those sponsors there, and the Panama City Fishing Club is doing that, and that's good for them. I do want to talk about, I don't have time to get into it, but we have one of the things, let me go and see if we get a picture. You saw the state park. I want to show you, some people posted pictures of the local state park, and here's the sand dunes. This is at St. Andrew State Park. And you saw it in a video of what happened down at Cape San Blas at a state park down there. Same thing happened, but you can see the roots and all to the sea oats, but you see how much it just washed away. I mean, that's tall right there. And I've got some more pictures of the state park. It's fascinating. Here, these are the old gun turrets. And again, we're looking north. You can see the condos way in the background. These are the old gun turrets put up in World War II to protect the area, because there were German U-boats cruising there on a regular basis right offshore, and it was seen by people I talked to when I was doing my book. And here's a turret, that's Michael Cowart. I don't know if he found a shell or what, but those things were heavy, big old heavy reinforced. What, they've been there, 70 years now? That's strong. And here's what's left of the walkway going down there, okay? But now with the fascinating pictures, I'm gonna pull this up right here. This is fascinating. This is coming from a drone. I did not know we had this situation. All right, you see the jetties. On the right-hand side, of course, is a kiddie pool. And then up there to the way left, you see the condos. That's looking at St. Andrew State Park. Jeff Gentoli sent this, and this is, you can see where it cut through. This is the far shot. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer. Okay, again, this is a pretty clear shot. You can see where it just cut through into the kiddie pool. Now, I don't know if the latest hurricane did this or was this the original one, but it really has changed a lot. Look at that. That's amazing. You can see the parking lot back there and all. And that area right there is a dangerous area as far as current, so you wouldn't want any kids over there. I'm surprised. Well, anyway, I just hope nobody gets over in that area. But anyway, the kiddie pool looks deeper and all, but I just wanted to show that to you and get caught up on. We took a beating, not only our homes and everything around here, but our natural area, the forest up there, all around the forest took a beating, the Gulf front took a beating, the bay system took a beating, but we're going to recover, and nature's going to recover itself. It's going to take some time, and man's going to rebuild. So we're just going to take patience and all, and a lot of opportunities out there for us to help each other. I've been so encouraged seeing so many of these church groups coming down here to the Panhandle this summer and just doing volunteer work, and that's true Americana to me, to see that kind of help and all. And I appreciate it. I got several more things to go over. I'm going to have time to get into them. Got a special guest coming tomorrow. You're really going to enjoy some of the information. We're going to talk about how to go red fishing, and this is coming from a guy who's one of the top red fishermen in the Southeast. So Trevor Taylor will be here tomorrow. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, comments, shoot me an email, shoot me some pictures, and keep everybody posted on what's going on here in the Florida Panhandle. As always, thank you all so much for watching the show. You do something good today for your fellow man. Have a great day, enjoy the outdoors, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.